Wompsters, the future is coming. Let's make it brighter with Squarespace.
Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a unique website.
And you know what I love about it? You can showcase your work, your blog, you can publish content, even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks.
You can customize everything from look and feel to settings and products using beautiful templates created by world-class designers.
And there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever.
Head to squarespace.com for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code WOMP, W-O-M-P, to save 10% on your first purchase of a website or domain.
I don't know where she is. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to have to start it again. Maybe I'll have to do it myself. I don't know where she is. Okay, ready? I really thought she would be here by now. I can't do it by myself. I'm freaking out. What the Alf, man? She's... Okay, one more time. Here we go. Ready? Womp up the jams. This is Listler coming hot and fresh to you from this between and betwixt the stacks. Where the fuck is Marissa? Marissa!
Get the party going on the dance floor.
All right. That's it. I guess I'm doing this whole thing. Hi. My name is Charlotte Listler, and I'm coming to you between and betwixt the stacks of the Marina Del Rey Public High School Library. This is the senior podcast project for one Marissa Wompler, who is MIA, and I'm hoping she comes in hot and heavy with a great excuse of why she's so late. But I want to go ahead and introduce my guest today, who is...
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Walter.
Yeah.
I'm a recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here for the job fair several times. You know, every quarter they do a job fair.
Yeah.
And so I go around to all the other schools, and I've been here several times, and that's how.
You hit all the schools in the area?
Yeah, in
South Bay?
Well, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in greater California area. Yes, I do. And so thank you for having me. And I'm hoping I can reach out to some students.
Are you just like an Army recruiter?
Oh, no. I work for Dimensions Incorporated.
Okay.
And no, not an Army recruiter. No, I'm saying, but I am good friends.
Yeah.
With Denise, who is the Army recruiter.
Yeah.
And
here
we have
she
a lot of
is. Wow.
competition.
Great. You want to throw yourself on these?
What, you started?
Yeah, we started.
How fucking dare you?
What are you talking about? We had to start. We
can't believe this!
We only have this space for 45 minutes.
Who did the... Oh!
I did it. If you'd like to go back and do it, we don't have time.
This is called... I can't
We
even
don't
work these...
have... Oh, I'm so enraged.
Well, sometimes
in
the work world, things don't go as planned.
Your guest, Mary Beth Walter.
Who's this unattractive person?
Hey, this... You don't recognize her?
We spoke at the job fair. I'm a recruiter for Dimensions.
I have no memory of this.
Yeah. Because I booked her. All right?
I'm full of rage right now.
A lot of people don't
We were
remember
supposed to have
me.
Tony Jamoni on.
Who the fuck is Tony Jamoni?
The guy from Jamoni's Pizza was going to come on and tell us how to make a perfect pie.
Well, what happened? Did you fall asleep in it?
God damn it. I can't fucking believe this. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you unattractive. I was in a...
No, I'm
You're
very
really in a state of it.
I am
really in a
unattractive.
state of it.
You know what it was? Your bowl cut threw me. That's a bowl cut on an adult woman, and it threw me. I'm so sorry. I am so angry right now. I'm going to take a moment to process this.
That's all right.
That somebody started my own podcast without me. I was in the can.
Uh-huh. Because of all those Jamoni's pizzas you've been...
I go to...
What happened to Digiorno?
I took a break because those fuckers won't call us back.
They won't. They won't even
And
tweet
we're
us
giving
back.
them all. So I thought, I'm going to try to take a break. I'm going to try Jamoni's Pizza. And there was something, I don't know if it's the dairy that they're using, if it's a non-organic or maybe
Is it a vegan
maybe
pizza
it is.
place?
Yes. That's real cheese, right?
No.
I have a nut allergy. Don't tell me that shit's cashew cheese?
I don't know what kind of cheese it is, but it ain't real dairy cheese.
Oh, I think it's
cheese
made from cashews. Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Do you have a nut allergy?
I think so because there's just been a tremendous amount of anal leakage
Well, that's pretty much
all the time.
Well, maybe Mary Beth can guide you towards a profession that allows for anal leakage.
I'm so.
Oh, yeah,
And this is an
we don't
interview? Am I in an
discriminate.
interview? Is this an interview for a job, a potential
Well,
job?
We
Mary
don't
Beth-
discriminate. We don't discriminate
Yeah.
against anal leakage. That's
Well,
fine.
obviously, if they're letting an adult woman with a bowl cut hop on the.
I would like to speak to that. Well, I go to a children's salon because it's much more reasonable, and
That's a mistake.
I get paid on commission for how many people I recruit, and I don't recruit very many.
Do they make you sit in one of those Corvettes, those tiny Corvettes?
Well, I prefer the it's a little pony, so because my
God.
legs don't fit into the Corvette.
Yeah,
so
of course they
knees-
don't. You're an adult woman. You shouldn't be at a children's salon.
well, it's reasonable, and the '90s hairdo is coming back.
That is
bowl
true.
cut. And so
On a much
know.
younger woman.
And I don't think a bowl cut's ever coming back.
Yeah, on a much younger woman. There's lots of them rocking it all over Venice.
I don't think that's true.
it might be a little severe.
It's severe, very bad. I'm just saying layers,
Well,
layers, long layers.
If it's any consolation, I did the opening and it was terrible.
It's not a consolation. I can't believe this kind of betrayal. You didn't even text me to let me know. I would have said, hey, I'm experiencing
What are you
anal
gonna
leakage.
do
Could you
it?
just give me 5 minutes?
Were you going to text me from, you're going to call in from a phone when you're in the bathroom? I don't want to hear that on the podcast.
I can't. Okay, well, I'm going to move on because I'm a professional.
Excuse me?
Excuse me. You don't take over some. You know what? It's amazing.
Hey,
You've
who's the
been waiting for
grasshopper?
me. You've
Who's
been
the
waiting.
grasshopper
You've been
here?
waiting for me to be late all these years so you could hop on, and that's what this whole thing has been about. This house of cards come tumbling down now. Well, guess what?
Don't
you will
use that
never
reference.
unseat me.
We don't talk about House of Cards anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay to talk about that anymore.
You're right.
Thank
You're
you,
right. I'm
Mary
sorry.
Beth.
I'm sorry, Mary Beth.
If you think this is personal, you got another thing coming.
Oh, yeah?
We got to
What did Jon
deliverable.
Snow say when they tried
You've
to take
never
him
watched
off
that
out of the wall, over the wall?
That doesn't make any sense.
Right, White Walker?
Nope.
Yep.
Well, sometimes in the work world, there are disagreements.
That's right. Like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Somebody tries to take your job.
Let me ask you this. All right?
Trump's America.
Do you hire for Dunkin' Donuts?
I wish I did. I wish I did. No, I just hired.
need to
I'm
find
just
out.
a recruiter for Dimensions.
What is
Incorporated.
Dimensions? Because that sounds
Only-
like an old folks
Wait,
home.
you only
with
hire-
people who have lost their minds. And I don't
Only
want it to-
hire for dimensions? Like you come to a job fair just to talk
This
about
is going to be the worst interview in the
dimensions.
world.
Yeah, just Dimensions, just the booth. Don't you remember stopping by my booth?
What
At the
were
job
your
No,
fair?
you are the least memorable person
what
in the
was your
world.
what were your handouts? What were your free handouts?
Oh, my free handouts were tense balls.
Detention balls?
Tension balls.
We
yes,
do have a bunch of
tension
those.
balls.
We use those to simulate a full body back massage.
Yeah.
Because I have a whole bucket of them.
We
yeah.
we are using those, so I guess we did meet you at some point.
They make great cat toys.
What do you do at Dimensions? It also sounds like maybe a futuristic company where you're,
where you're like
Trying to
teaching
keep-
people how to jump time periods.
Oh,
or
that-
cryogenics or something.
Oh, well, we hope to branch into that. So Dimensions it's more of a life company.
fuck this
Once you
podcast
become
so bad by booking this bitch.
a member of the Dimensions family,
Hear you.
Her voice.
we expect you to go out into the
Literally
world.
burrowing
and
into my brain.
We have salespeople.
I'm so
We have
bored by
quality
this.
control people.
Oh, God.
There are a lot of different positions at Dimension that might be right for you. What might be right for one person might not be
Please
right
make
for
it stop. Please make it
another
stop. Please
person.
Hey,
make it
Mary
stop.
Beth.
Mary Beth,
Mary
please,
Beth.
please.
You just went on to some sort of script situation, and
This
that,
is
that
unscripted.
doesn't work here.
Life
okay?
is unscripted. Okay, Mary
Yeah,
Beth?
we are going to need you to dig down, and I want you to talk authentically
about why you are covered in what looks to be a sweater of cat hair. What's that about?
Well, I do rescue cats in my spare time. I drive all around in my Subaru rescuing cats, and I have little traps. I trap them.
You trap them.
You trap just random
Other people's
neighborhood
cats. It could be
cats?
other people's cats.
Feral cats.
How do you know
How
they're
do you
feral?
know?
They're on the street.
No, okay. Some people have something called outdoor cats where they're allowed to go outside.
Do any of them have tags on?
Oh,
Or chips?
Chips.
You check for the chips?
Yeah, sometimes they put a chip in, just so you can bring them to the pound and make sure they're not belonging to somebody.
Oh, well, now they all belong to me.
Wait, Mary Beth, hold on one second. Because I thought it was coyote season. Now, during coyote season in Marina Del Rey, the coyotes come down from the Santa Monica Mountains, and all of a sudden there will be, signs up everywhere, lost cat.
Right.
But it isn't coyote season now. It's the spring where they have lots of vermin to eat. And there have been like 400 lost cats signs up.
Well, people should take better care of their
No,
cats.
Mary Beth, you should
That's
stop
why
stealing people's
I
cats.
set up
do with the
traps.
cat?
No, don't
I
trap them.
set up traps.
What do you do
put
with
a
the
little
cats?
can of tuna in a trap.
I know how a trap works.
No cat can resist a fresh can of Star-Kissed tuna.
And I just
Dolphin
put it out
safe,
there.
I hope.
I wait about 15 minutes, and what do you know?
Mary
I
Beth?
rescued another
No,
cat.
you're stealing cats.
But then 400 cats are living together where?
in my home, in my studio home.
Wait, one room?
Yes.
Mary Beth.
That's too many
cats. That's
Well,
too many.
I would have a one bedroom, but I get paid on commissions, and I'm not on how many people I recruit, and I have not recruited very many.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I still don't know what dimensions is.
Well, dimensions.
Don't ask her. She's going to
No,
start talking
I don't
again.
want you to dive into your script.
Life company.
Oh my God.
And when you become part
Hey,
of the
Mary
Dimensions
Beth,
family.
We got to talk about hot topics, okay?
Okay.
So this is what's really going on in your life right now. Just like an update, basically.
Yeah.
All right?
Have you ever seen The View? It's a lot like that. Lisler is the Star Jones to my Whoopi Goldberg.
And then who would you be?
Who would you
watch
be
that
on The
show?
View?
Who would I want to be? You know who I would love to be?
Who?
Barbara Walters.
Oh,
Because
that
my
a
name is
dream?
Mary Beth Walter. And her
Interesting.
name is Barbara Walters.
but I mean, she's on her way out.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like it might be like a Weekend at Bernie's situation at this point.
We haven't seen
You haven't seen her. She hasn't stopped by The View in ages. So you
sure
might
she's
want to
still
pick somebody
EPing on
who's
it.
got a little more time on this.
But I also haven't heard from Star Jones in a long
That's
time.
true. After she got that gastric bypass, which, fingers crossed, I would love to make enough money to get that.
No, you're Whoopi Goldberg. Could I be Whoopi Goldberg number 2? Could there be 2 Whoopi Goldberg?
Let's do hot topics, guys.
Is this woman having like tiny seizures where like maybe she's checking out for a couple minutes?
I don't know.
Because it's like she comes right back in.
I don't know.
All right.
What was I going to do, though? You know what I mean?
Oh, lots of things. You could have waited. Is this a remix?
No, this is just the start of Salt
That's
and
the
Pepper.
start. You hardly ever hear the start
Never
of it
heard
on the radio.
I'm sure a DJ was always talking over it.
Yeah! Say, ladies, it's ladies' night here at Bongo's Casino. Where
Oh, I'll
ladies
go.
Oh, God. Very
I'll
bad.
go. I'd love to go.
So hot topics. Marissa.
Oh, I wish this was what's cheesing me because I'm so pissed at you still. Well,
Just doing my job.
you know, I woke up this morning in a really great mood because the spring is upon us. Do you feel it? Do you feel it in the air?
It's
Well, here in Marina Del Rey, it is spring.
It's always spring. in
and you
Marina
know
Del
what
Rey.
that means? Tank top season. So I broke up.
For the boys?
Nope, for the girls. Tank tops.
Oh,
Get those double T's out there. So I put on one.
double T's.
I'm bearing my midriff today, as you can see.
Yeah.
Paired with one of my spring Umbros in a jam-like print and a Hawaiian print.
Where do you
These
get
are
those?
limited
Special
edition.
order?
These are limited edition. I have to
I
get
was
these
going
on
to ask
eBay.
if that was an OP.
Yeah. No. I'm exclusively Umbros. We should start talking about that more, see if I could get some sort of a sponsorship there.
From Umbros?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Umbros, because they're really got a breathable fabric when you have that kind of crotch sweat that I deal with on a regular basis.
The fabric is not actually breathable. It's the giant leg holes.
That's it. Giant leg holes.
That might not be appropriate attire
For the
workplace. For the workplace, but at Dimensions, we like to be very inclusive of everyone in their lifestyle. So we provide jumpsuits.
Everybody has to wear a jumpsuit?
Like you're in prison? Like you're in a
color?
ladies' prison?
What color are the jumpsuits?
Well, it's a white jumpsuit, and it has a hood on it, and it has an air tank connected
Wait,
to
wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait,
wait,
wait,
CDC.
wait,
You
wait,
have to
wait.
go through a clean
is
room
straight up
before you
CDC.
can put it on.
Wait.
Dimensions, a.k.a. the CDC?
It's a lifestyle
No,
company.
I don't
what
know.
are you
What does
doing?
that
Are you like
mean?
going into like study Ebola? What is the situation here?
Well, we like to think of it as a lifestyle
I don't care what you
company.
like to think of it. Why do you have to put a hazmat suit on to go to your job?
Well, there are different divisions. There's the mortgage division. There's also
They still have to wear a jumpsuit?
Oh, yes. There's the construction division. Then we have the contagious diseases division.
See, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
And then there's
This makes sense why
So confused about
they're
this
giving out
company.
so many free squeezies just to
Yeah.
get people interested.
Is
Nobody
it like
wants
a
to go into
nuclear
this
power
business.
plant or
there's the
something?
home furnishings division. It's a lifestyle company.
No,
It's not like a Simon Mall with the CDC attached. Like,
What do you mean? So if you're in the home furnishings division and you're putting a hazmat suit on, why is that?
Well, the entire building, the structure is highly contaminated.
With what?
Highly contaminated.
With what?
Well, there have been some. Well, you know how you have anal leakage?
Yes.
It's like that, except with diseases.
Okay.
are
And
you
what are the
filthy
people?
with disease right now? Are you filthy
This
with
is the
disease?
kind of thing that happens when you book the guests.
Hey, you know what? Step up and shut up. Okay?
I do step up. I had Tony Giamatti coming in.
Where is he?
I don't know.
He's not here. Okay? He's not here.
I'm happy to be here.
No, and we're happy to have you.
We're so
Mary
happy
Beth.
you're
Thank
here.
you.
Did you have anything that you wanted to talk about that's going on in your life right now?
At any rate, I woke up happy that it was spring. I threw on my tropical jams. And, as everybody I think who listens to the podcast knows, I love a change of season because it's a new lease on life. It's not homecoming, prom. Prom is coming up.
In several months.
And I'm single
That's
and
true.
looking to mingle.
And not pregnant.
Update. I'm not a lesbian.
Yeah, we all knew that.
Really? Because I didn't.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
it just I'm officially not one. I tried to make out with Allison Rodman, and I did actually get my lips on her lips, and I felt nothing.
which lips?
My real lips.
Which of her lips?
Oh, I thought you meant my upstairs or my downstairs.
I
lips.
did.
Okay, no, my actual lips that I eat with, and her actual lips that she eats with.
Which that still doesn't narrow it down
No,
because you can eat
my
things.
mouth lips and her mouth lips.
Okay, on your face.
Yeah, I had her over to study, and I created like a distraction. I set one of my Digiornos on fire. So I said, "Oh my God, what's that smell?" She turned to look, and I nailed her.
With your lips?
Yes, and I felt nothing. I felt dead inside. So then I knew I'm not a lesbian. So good. That's good. Let's get that out of the way. So now
Yeah.
I'm not. So I'm really only looking for men now. And
Now,
How about
that
you're
kind
looking-
of behavior might not be appropriate in the workplace.
what's inappropriate about
It wasn't
really?
at the workplace.
Well, that was at home. But what do you mean?
Well, just kissing someone when they weren't expecting it.
Well, but how else do that's romance.
At
That's romance is unexpected.
well, at Dimensions for a transgression like that, you might get thrown into the mincer.
What the fuck is the
So
mincer, man?
we discourage that kind of behavior.
Yeah, but what's
at
the
Dimensions.
mincer? What's the mincer?
Oh well,
Wait, is your company Dimensions? Or is it Dimension?
Dimensions. Dimensions.
But it's not a derivative of the mincer.
Well, No,
What is the mincer?
I never thought of it that
Mary
way.
Beth,
But
tell
maybe
me
that's
what
where-
the mincer is. What happens there?
Well, when you go down to the mincer, you never come back. That's why I'm working so hard to recruit new employees because there's so many transgressions, whether it be inappropriate, sexual behavior, or what have you.
Do they chop people up in that thing?
Yes, they mince them. They mince them up. And that goes into making home products like towels or a couch or, some kind of a meal replacement or
Oh my God.
sometimes it can go to a good cause like finding a cure for Ebola.
Okay. So this is like a Project X situation.
You don't
but
want to
with
go to the
humans.
mincer.
I think we want to go to a break.
Yeah? You think?
Hey,
If we fucking get it out of here alive?
we're not in
Just
dimensions.
no, not
Okay,
yet.
we're in the library.
Okay. Well, all we have is fucking Sam looking out for us.
Yeah.
And that guy's busy jerking off behind the stacks.
Hey, he's not. He's right there. He's reading the B section of the Encyclopedia.
Give me a break.
Britannica.
You know what's inside that?
Not
and Judy
blowjobs.
Bloom's Are You There? God, it's me, Margaret, which he's been jerking off to for
Hey.
the past 2 weeks.
So have I. So big deal.
We'll maybe be back unless we get sent to the fucking mincer. I want to apologize to all of America for this podcast. This is not my choice.
Some people in Ireland and Australia listen to this.
Hey, Wompsters, support for today's Womp It Up comes from Squarespace.
Ready to start your new business?
Make it stand out with Squarespace.
With beautiful templates created by world-class designers, Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website.
You can showcase your work, blog, or publish content, even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks.
You can customize everything from look and feel to settings and products.
And the best part, it's all optimized for mobile right out of the box.
Use Squarespace's analytics to help you grow in real time.
That's what she said. There's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever.
That's what he said.
Though, if you do have a question, Squarespace's award-winning 24/7 customer support is there to help.
I just call them sometimes when I'm feeling lonely.
Yep.
Destiny is calling. It says you need a new website. Make it with Squarespace.
Head to squarespace.com for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code WOMP, W-O-M-P, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
That's squarespace.com, offer code WOMP. What is this?
Another 90s ladies band.
Mary Beth is feeling it right now, though, right? Ooh, she is feeling it.
And we're back. You're listening to Womp It Up.
Hey, don't say we're back. No, start it again.
That's right.
No. We're back. I'm back. And
We're
this is
back.
my podcast. Why did I just, and look at this, I just let you.
You
I
sure
just
did.
let you did it.
It's easy.
I let
Isn't
you
so
did
easy?
it. I let you did it.
And we're back.
No,
You're listening to
we're
Womp
back.
It Up.
You're listening to Womp It Up between and betwixt the stacks from Marina Del Rey Public High School Library.
And we've got Mary Beth
Walter
here. She's a recruiter for Dimensions. And I'm your host, Charlotte Listler.
Nope. I'm your host.
The head
and
of the
this
Spaz
is my
Academy, a.k.a. Stars. I got sitting to my right, Marissa Wompler.
No. What do you do, Mary Beth, when you have a cat, a feral cat that's acting out? Like, and what do you do? Do you get a spray bottle with water? Because I've got a cat right now in my hands that's really acting out, and I need to show dominance. Is that correct? Is it like with dogs, like with Cesar Millan teaches us?
Well, what I like to do when I have a cat who's acting up is I bring them in close and I hold them tight. And no matter how much they tear up my arms, I hold on to them and I squeeze them and I say, "You are loved. You are loved."
Wait, from like
they might
from
bite and they
from
scratch
like the
and they
Help?
bite and they scratch and I say, "You are loved."
Is this from the Help? You do like the you is
Rock them back and
kind?
forth. And I say,
But because you have a tremendous amount of open wounds right now on you.
Yes, many are infected.
You'd think they would take care of that at Dimensions.
Well, I haven't gotten up to the next level of pay grade because I haven't recruited enough people.
I'm so surprised when you find out that one transgression, like if you take somebody's yogurt by accident in the group fridge, you're going to end up minced into a million pieces and made into a living spaces couch.
Well, you could actually steal 2 yogurts. Stealing a yogurt is a minor transgression.
This is like some Scientology shit right up in here.
If you stole 2 yogurts, then you would go to the mincer, yeah. But if you stole like a turkey sandwich, that has more value than a yogurt. So a turkey sandwich and say,
You know who's going to play her in the horror movie about
then
this?
You would definitely
Anthony
go to
Hopkins
the
in a
mincer.
wig, in
Yeah.
a bowl cut wig. So, Mary Beth, so what you suggest is I hold Listler close.
No matter how much.
Oh, you're
she
talking about
scratches,
me? Because
no
you
matter
said
how much
You're
she
the
bites.
feral cat that's gone rogue that I need to dominate. Yes.
you're going to realize at the end of this was all a lesson.
Who signed on when you? So I just found out during the break that we don't have a time limit. That we're not getting kicked out of the library. That all teacher meeting that was supposed to happen here is no longer happening. So did you talk to Sam about this? Who yes-anded you just starting this podcast? You said you thought it would be quote unquote funny.
It was funny.
Is this some sort of a mind game? Are we now in the movie Reindeer Games?
Do you think it's funny?
No, I don't think it's funny. I think it's offensive.
Interesting.
I don't have anywhere to be.
Okay, that's obvious.
There's just job fair season, and that's my busiest time.
I just didn't want to keep our guests who arrived on time waiting.
But
You know what?
Okay,
Does that
I'm
make
gonna
sense?
I'm gonna move on. This is boring. This is boring to talk about, and it's boring to listen
And
to.
stop bringing it up.
Okay.
Okay?
What are your hot topics? You never talk. Gonna find out why you have such a bee in your bonnet today.
Oh, we're done with hot topics.
Why? You didn't tell me what's up with you.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, here, I'll do your hot topics for you. You're just
No,
busy
it's
being
over.
a capital
That's
B.
Over.
All right.
Now,
Oh, now? Tell me what happens on my podcast now.
well, we could either do What's Cheesing You, Listeners Love Lockdown, or you could dive into Spotlight on.
I want to hear more about what's going on with you. Just give me
Why?
a tiny bit of hot topic.
Oh, now you care?
Oh my God. What is this? It's like when a toddler acts up because you've been at work too much.
Where have you been?
I've been doing my thing.
Why haven't you written back to any of the notes that I left you scrawled in your bra?
I just was taking some me time. Like I said, I was trying to figure out if I was a lesbian. I figured that out. I've been doing my morning pages and just trying to, expand my horizons a little bit.
Uh-huh.
What?
Who is he?
It's nobody. There is
Is this something to do with the pizza place?
Tony Gimoni's son.
Mm-hmm.
Brony.
Brony Jamoni? Uh-huh.
And I have started seeing each other. It's NBD.
Uh-huh.
And I have been taken up with that. And so I just,
How old is Brony?
I don't really, here's the thing. If I tell you everything about it, then you're going to have all these problems with it, and you're going to get on my case about and then get in my grill about it and my head, and I just want to have this happen naturally.
Can I say something that I learned the hard way? And I just want you to remember this. Okay?
Sure.
It's friends before men's.
Menses, are you saying, or friends?
No, men's.
Like men's pants, like a
I
woman
see.
men's a
Friends
pair of
before
pants.
men's. Where has that gotten you, Mary Beth? Because you are currently living with how many cats?
Well, she said she learned it the hard way. So if that's what you want to end up like, bowl cut with 400 cats in a studio apartment, keep up with Brony. That's what she's saying.
401.
You have
You
it.
caught a cat during that break?
Where'd you find that cat?
Outside the school, I have traps set up all.
Oh my God.
You have an alert like when someone takes a parking space? Like a trap.
Like when the trap door goes down, it tells you there's an alert? Mm-hmm. Where's that cat right now? Still in the trap?
Oh, yeah. They're fine in the trap. They like it there. It's secure.
Okay. Well, anyway, Brony Jamoni and I are an item. And I'm not going to tell you how old he is. And I'm not going to tell you
Why?
that whether or not we've had sex yet.
Do you know how old he is? I know you haven't had sex.
He said he has graduated high school. That's all he's told me. And I would like to let it be a mystery that unfolds. Tony Jamoni is 74 years old.
Okay, so that means that either he had a child very late in life or this guy's in his 40s.
We don't know. And again, does Sandy Bullock ask these kind of questions?
She should
in
have.
2 weeks' notice.
She should have.
Does who's the girl in Serendipity?
Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah, does she ask these type of questions? No. She lets love happen to her. And that's what Brony and I are doing.
Has he kissed you yet?
Yes.
Did he set a distraction and then attack you? Is that what it was? And you were surprised into thinking that that was romance?
Well, if you must know, late night, I came by the pizza shop and he was tossing his pies. And
What does that mean?
You know how they have to toss the dough.
Oh, he was really tossing dough. Like a real pizza pie. It wasn't that.
No,
wasn't
I'm not talking like
that
what
wasn't
Sam's
a
doing behind the
euphemism.
stacks.
Wasn't a
tossing his
euphemism or
pies,
something.
to Judy Bloom. No, he was
Okay.
actually tossing his pies, and I came by. I actually was just looking for, to see if some pizza was, because again, I've been boycotting Digiorno, as I would like to ask all of our listeners to do as well.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Are we down for that?
Yep. I would like to create an embargo against Digiorno to see if it will have any impact on their sales.
Okay.
At any rate, and he was tossing his pie. So anyway, he let me in the back and he said, let me make you a personal pie. And he taught me how to toss pies. And at one point, I tossed the dough so high in the air that it actually covered me like a parachute tent. Mm-hmm. And that's when he surprised me.
He made a pie big enough to cover your entire body.
That's right. Trapped me, much like Mary Beth does to these cats. And I couldn't get out, but I didn't want to get out. Mm-hmm. And then we made out through that dough. He cut a hole.
Oh, no.
2 holes.
Like they did in the olden days.
Yep. And it was sexual and it was sensual.
Uh-huh.
And that began this 2-week relationship.
Is that
I'm
why
in.
you have a yeast infection on your cheeks?
That's correct. Worth it. Worth it.
Is it?
Yep.
You rubbing Monostat 7 on those cheeks right now?
Sure am.
Because if
Sure
you aren't,
am.
you should be.
I am. Thank you. I am. I'm a woman now, okay?
Wow. I don't really...
So if things continue, I will introduce you at some point to Brony. But right now, we're just keeping things very hush-hush, much like Meghan Markle did with Prince Harry. Mm-hmm. They went
Except
to
for he was
Botswana
a prince,
before.
and this guy's a 40-year-old son of a pizza maker
Vegan
who attacks
pizza
women
maker. No.
through yeasty clouds.
Hey, this is our meet cute. Do
have
with
a-
what you will. That's why I didn't want to share it with you, because I knew you'd start poking holes
I'm
in
just
it.
asking
Much
questions.
like he poked holes in my dough
Hey,
parachute.
We have a yeasty cloud division at Dimensions.
Come
too.
on, man.
Maybe that's something that you would be
Very
interested
bad.
in.
I'm still in high school. First of all, I'm going to stay in high school for the rest of my life. Brony likes them young.
Well,
What's the most romantic thing that's ever been done to you or for you, Mary Beth?
the most romantic thing that's
And it
ever
can't
been-
involve a cat. Can't be like a cat brought me a dead rat or something, and that was so romantic.
That eliminates a lot of the romantic things that's happened to me. Does a dead bird count? Too?
No, it
Can't be
doesn't
that.
count. It
What about
doesn't.
a dead squirrel?
No.
Can it be a dead squirrel.
No.
Oh, what about a dead lizard?
Nothing. No, nothing
No,
of the
none
animal.
those. Okay.
Did you ever have a boyfriend or girlfriend
Yes, I did.
in high school?
Yes, I did.
And what happened, Mary Beth?
Well, like I said, I turned my back on my friends, and I just
Interesting.
went.
Were your friends cats?
No.
No, these were human friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cats really don't care. Cats don't care if you have another relationship with another human. They don't, and as much as I try to make them care and make them jealous, they won't get jealous. They won't get jealous. But yes, I've had several relationships with men, and I've dropped everything for them.
Wow.
And, gave up a lot of friendships because of it. And that's where I am today. So I would say, if I'm thinking of the most romantic thing that we're talking about a man's ever done for me.
A human man, yes.
A human man.
Or woman.
Or woman. Well, the most romantic thing a human man has ever done for me. Well, I remember Mark Walmsley. He was my high school boyfriend.
Yeah.
And what he did was he was real big into Star Wars
That's not a surprise.
and collecting Star Wars
Figurines.
Yeah, little Star Wars figurines. So he had it's not called the Enterprise.
The Millennial Falcon.
Yes, the Millennial Falcon, he gave me his Millennial Falcon. He gave it to me.
Is that a euphemism, or he actually gave you a real
Replica.
replica?
He gave me a real replica of the Millennium Falcon. He said, "You're my Princess Leia."
Now, where is Mark Walmsley now?
Who knows?
Should we try to
So
find
what
him?
happened?
So
What
why?
happened?
What broke you guys up?
Well, she put him before her friends.
I did.
And something went awry. What happened?
I put him before my friends.
Appropriate.
I used to be very popular. I wasn't always like this.
No, Mary Beth.
I used to be very popular. I had very many girlfriends. Well, then I had girlfriends, and sometimes my girlfriends were jealous of me, and mine and Mark's love. And so I had one girlfriend named Stacy, and Stacy had a crush on Mark, and Mark was like feeding me information, bad information. Mark was saying, "Stacy's against you. Stacy's jealous of you. Stacy wants me."
What happened to
And
Stacy?
he was
Did
like,
you kill her?
You can't be friends with Stacy. You can't
Did
be
you
friends
kill
with
Stacy?
Stacy.
Mary
And I was
Beth,
like-
did you kill her?
And I was like, I don't know what happened. It was dark, and there was crying, and there was splatters of blood, and I was like, why? No. So then Mark and I broke up, and Stacy and I weren't friends anymore. So I made a choice.
Did you ever see Stacy again?
Not in like flashbacks of that night. I did, but not in person.
You know what this is?
I'd never seen her
In
again.
1983, do you remember that famous cheerleader disappearance? That must have been this. We got to get on the microfiche.
But when you start employment at Dimensions, they can wipe memories out of your brain
Yep.
if you like.
Yep.
You don't have to. It's not always 100% effective, but sometimes you can go and get a touch-up. I think I might need a little tune-up. I haven't thought about that in so long.
I'm so sorry we brought it up. Sandy Bullock, if you're listening, this could be an interesting plot for one of your romantic comedies.
So I hope
That's the most romantic experience she's ever had. The guest you booked.
No, the romance was
The murder of a cheerleader. An
What?
innocent
No, the romance
cheerleader.
was
What
that he
happened?
gave her the Millennial Falcon.
Yes. Oh, and it was one of his prized possessions. But I wasn't much of a Star
Great.
You know
Wars
what?
fan.
Let's do what's cheesing you. Okay.
Is that right?
Star Wars.
If you
fan.
want.
How are you feeling
You
about
still
your
seem-
choice?
You still seem upset. And I want to know what you're thinking. So why don't you tell me what's on your mind? You know what I'm saying?
Are we
there
legally
some
bound
things
to
you
go
can't
to the
hide?
police now?
What? Statute of limitations. What's cheesing you? 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 So this is a segment where we just kind of talk about the things that are burning us up a little bit, you know,
my
chasing
God.
us.
Okay.
You know, what's chasing you? So, who wants to start?
Why don't you go first, Liz?
All right, great. Let's see, what's cheesing me? People that don't make my coffee strong enough. You know, sometimes I feel like
That's as
I'm
bad
gonna
as it
spend-
gets for you.
I'm going to spend $5 for a coffee. No, I mean that's I mean, you want me to get deeper? I could get deeper.
I would love for you to, because you know what? That's like, if that's the worst thing that's happening to you right now, then you've got a pretty charmed life.
That's what's cheesing me this current morning.
Okay.
Is what I'll say.
Okay.
Above and beyond that, I feel a little bit like I'm drowning. But other than that,
Okay. Let's stop for 1
I
second.
feel great.
Have you heard from Kareem?
No.
Do you think maybe that's what's fueling your intense rage
I
at me
haven't
and your
heard-
desire to destroy this podcast?
I'm
The
not
only thing that
destroying
we've ever
anything. Just keeping
wanted to build
it
in
going.
life?
All right. FYI,
You book a psycho killer.
it's very interesting.
That's true. But I mean, I don't want this to be a 48-hour situation where we're never seen again. Don't tell her where we live.
She's
What? She's been to your houseboat?
no, not my house.
But now she knows you live on a houseboat.
Well, I had you fill out a form. Don't you remember at the job fair?
Yeah.
We met.
You signed your waiver.
You filled out a form.
What was the waiver? What's the
following up
waiver?
on it.
What's the waiver say? That I have to work with you guys or what?
It's just any information obtained through any kind of background check can be used against you at any point
God.
in order to make you join the Dimensions team.
I don't want to join.
At Dimensions, we think of it as more of a lifestyle company.
God. Anyway,
Okay.
so I haven't heard from Kareem proper. Maybe someone pretending to be him, but the Kareem that I fell in love with and was engaged to be married to, I have not spoken to him.
So that's off. The engagement then is off. The
Well,
wedding
I don't
is
know.
off.
I'm
We're not
waiting-
going to have a spring wedding.
I'm waiting to hear from the real Kareem.
What do you
because
mean?
Someone sent me a message.
That said what?
It was a video message.
Was he like, was it a hostage situation?
I don't know. I tried. There was a white background. It was on a selfie stick.
And what was he saying? Was it Kareem?
Please don't try to reach out to me. It's better this way. Don't speak to me anymore. This wasn't for us. That kind of thing.
Well, so it sounds like, but it was Kareem speaking. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was, they somehow made his face look the same too. But I know.
Do you think he's
Been
trapped
brainwashed?
somewhere? Do
Who
you
knows?
think he's, well, if
I
you
don't
really
know.
love him, are you going to go after him?
Well, I have a podcast to run, clearly.
Okay. You could take a vacation. If you need to go after the love of your life.
I have children that I am guiding. I am mentoring. It's not just you. This isn't about you. Okay.
Okay. But I think we don't want to take what Mary Beth said to us. First of all, she's psychotic and obviously
Right.
experiencing
I'm
a
putting my
psychotic break.
friends against
Don't.
my men.
I don't think you should. In this case, I think you need to put yourself first, Lissler, or you're going to end up on that houseboat all alone. If Brony and I work out, in Will and Grace, eventually they had to move on.
Nope, they didn't. They came back 20 years later and did the exact same thing they've always been doing.
That's right. And then won a couple Globes, right?
Sure.
A couple double G's.
I was engaged once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
To who?
So I know your pain.
To who?
Oh, his name was Bob Scorney. And he was so handsome. And he loved me so much.
What happened to Bob?
Well, Bob had a sister.
Oh,
and
no.
Bob said, my sister doesn't think we should be together anymore. My sister thinks there's something wrong with you. My sister thinks that you've been sitting outside of our house all night, every night, in a tent. My sister doesn't think we're right for each other. My sister!
So what happened? You went to go see the sister?
My sister! What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not good for Bob? What do you mean?
Oh, no. For those of you who can't see what's happening, she's miming, stabbing and clawing and choking and then punching what looks to be a lifeless body. Okay.
They call me.
And then putting it in seems digging a ditch. She's very tired because it's a heavy body, and then covering it with dirt.
So it didn't work out.
Okay.
So I understand.
She has now confessed to dos murderes.
Not vocally. We don't have it on tape.
I don't want this following us, okay?
It's recorded, whatever it is.
Go
We're going
after
to a
him.
break.
Go after him.
When we come back,
I told Brony that he was going to be my date to your
Love
wedding.
Lockdown. Yeah. And then get in the spotlight on.
Haven't we found out enough? I don't want to know too much. I don't want to be like Tom Cruise in The Client. What is it? Everybody's a lawyer. What's that one? The Client List? He's just like, I got to get out of this law firm. The money's not worth it.
It's called The Firm.
That's right. Hey, Wompsters, want a weekly news podcast that keeps you informed but doesn't take itself too seriously?
Subscribe to Fake the Nation, an Earwolf podcast hosted by comedian Negin Farsad.
Every Thursday, Negin invites her favorite comedians, writers, and policy buffs to dish on the news of the week. Hey, where's my invite? Where's Marissa Wompler's invite? That's right, I don't know how to read.
You'll hear from guests like Baratunde Thurston, John Fugelsang, Judy Gold, and John Lovett from Pod Save America.
The conversations are loose-lipped, the ones I like, insightful and smart. That's right, you're going to keep up with current events while laughing through the pain.
So find Fake the Nation on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen.
New episodes drop every Thursday, just in time for your commute home. Welcome back to Womp It Up. What is this?
What do you mean? You don't know what this is?
What is this? Is this
And
one
you
about
call
your friends?
yourself a Beyonce fan.
Oh, shit.
Do you remember this? From like, say, 98, 99?
This is when she was with the other girls, right?
Yeah, Destiny's Child.
Yeah. What is this?
Bills, 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 baby. You don't know this song?
No, I don't.
This should be on every workout.
It really should.
Garbage run
This
we
is
do.
good.
Here.
Last time, but I think that was actually well needed.
Well, I can't believe you don't know that song.
I cannot believe
I'm not
I don't
sure
know it either.
What?
Well, this is the kind of holes that are in my education.
Uh-huh.
I know all of her stuff when she went solo, but I don't know any of Destiny's Child. Don't you think we should do a whole semester on it?
My guess is that Brony was probably in college when this song came out.
Who knows?
And-
I'm not asking questions.
That he could probably give you a real education.
Oh, I
since
know
he
he
likes
could
to
give
blow
it-
holes in every theory
He loves
around.
to blow holes in a lot of different things, and he's giving me a real education
Sure, sure.
on my bodies. Mm-hmm. On how bodies work.
Is he taking any photographs of you?
Yeah. Yeah? What do you mean? We take a lot of photos, and he says it's for his Instagram, but he won't give me his name. He's not on. I've searched Brony Jamoni, but I'm not getting anything.
He won't tell you where he's posting these?
No, he just said it's on his Instagram, but it's private. He'll let me in when we've been dating for another couple weeks. What?
Nothing.
See, now I'm going to be suspect. Not everybody is looking to get one over on me, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes love is real.
Sure.
Well, in my experience, if someone doesn't, want you to see their social media accounts, oftentimes they can be married and have a family and be living a totally other life that you had no idea about. And then you happen upon
Something. Well, do you guys think Brony might be married? He wears so many rings. He has a ring on every single finger, sometimes a couple different rings on finger.
On his wedding ring finger? On his ring
Yeah,
finger?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he also has a tattoo of a face of a child on his what's this? His bicep.
His arm?
Yeah, face of a child.
Uh-huh.
But he said he's never had one. But
Is there a
that's
name
just-
or a date?
Well, yeah, there's a name.
What's the name?
Caroni.
Caroni Jabroni? Yeah. Seems like it might be in the family. So he's got kids?
No, he said he doesn't. He just loves kids. He like kids. He just wanted to put a kid on his bicep.
So, yeah. Are there limits, like, of times when you're allowed to reach out to him or be
I can
together?
only go to see him late at night at the pizzeria. He says the other times he's busy making dough and he can't be disturbed.
And that is a metaphor.
What? No, he really is making dough. That's what he said.
But he also makes dough for the dough. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. Why is that a lyric in Bills, Bills, Bills?
Probably. And so have you been to his apartment?
I don't want you to ask any more questions. I want to let this happen, okay? I'm letting love happen to me.
You should be asking those your own
You should
questions.
be going after Kareem, and you're not. He might be in a hostage
He
situation.
told me not to.
You said he might be under mind control.
It's not him.
Did he have like a bag over his head when he was
No.
doing this?
Nope. He just looks straight below the camera.
That's right. Yeah, that's like when a hostage thing, that's what they do. They say, don't try to contact me or send money.
Well, a lot of times when someone is employed by Dimensions, the first thing we have them do in their orientation is to have them make a video to give to their friends and families.
That say,
and
"Don't
loved ones."
contact me?
Yes, yes.
See?
So
Maybe he's working for Dimension.
he could be.
He's stuck in something. You need to go after him. What are you so afraid of? Are you crying right now? What are you so afraid of, Listler? It's not coming. That sound's not coming out
You
of
know
her
what
mouth.
like, we need to do is we need to help some other people.
No, we don't. You
Yes.
need to help yourself.
This is Listener's Love Lockdown, where we answer
How are you
your
qualified to give
love
love advice
question.
when you won't let yourself be loved or love somebody else? Stop hiding.
All right. Let's dive into this one. Uh-oh. Someone, Social Security's coming knocking. I just want to say that I work for Social Security and am appalled to learn that Listler doesn't have an SS number. I will have you know it's more than a number. It also has 2 dashes within its glorious 9. So my question, Listler, do you feel safe in knowing that we know of your avoidance scheme?
I mean, first of all, it's been common knowledge you don't have a Social Security number. It's not like he cracked a case.
Right. I said that willingly, friend.
That's
and I
right.
would like for you to come and find me, friend, because we can go do-si-do all night. All right, let's dive into the next one. Marissa Listler and guest. I have a friend who's moving to Chicago for film school who is second guessing his decision, although I know his creative spirit will flourish there. He's an amazing friend with a love of improv and dark sense of humor that makes us strange soulmates. I feel encouragement from you two would help him a lot in this time of need. If you could please send a shout out to him, we call him Fief or Fifi Will. I think it would give him confidence. Or if you'd like to B.A. Baracus me from California to Chicago for a visit, that would be great too.
Well, keep going.
No, it was just a thank you. After
What
that.
I'm interested in, first of all, shout out to Fiefs.
Oh,
You're
P.S. Fingers crossed that you and Gutterballs can work things out.
Well, that ship has sailed because Brony and I are deep into it.
You're in it for life.
We're in
with
a
this
deep
guy?
dish pie.
How old are you again?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I think you're legal now, so
Okay,
he's not breaking any laws.
that's true. Except for the laws of my heart, which he breaks every day by driving too fast,
What
too
does that
furious. I don't know.
Okay.
Fast and furious.
What would you say?
I would say this, Fiefs, first of all, to follow your dream, we support you 100%.
1,000%.
You're
We
doing
love
it.
dark weirdos.
You're doing it and you're doing it well. But what I'm interested in is the fact that the writer of this, I think she's got a crush for sure. She says they're soulmates, right?
Well, creative soulmates.
Creative soulmates, right. Is this a woman writing?
Strange soulmates.
Is this a woman writing?
I don't know.
She didn't sign it. All right. Well, I'm feeling that there's more to this than just friendship. And I would love for you to B.A. Baracus yourself, okay? Learn from Listler, who is afraid to go after what she wants and is going to end up all alone on a houseboat.
I'll never be alone. I have myself.
Go after him. Take that flight, show up in Chicago, and let's make some magic happen. That's what I'd say. And I want you to write back and let us know how that goes.
How's that going to work out? She lives in California, and he's going to Chicago to follow his dreams. She's leaving here now. She's supposed to go there too?
If she loves him, yes. That's what real love is about, is making sacrifices for each other.
What sacrifice is Brony Jabroni making for you right now?
Well, he needed a down payment he's going to open up his own pizza place. And so I gave him my bank account numbers.
And what sacrifice is that from him, I said?
Because it was really hard for him to ask. Because Italian guys, they don't really want to perceive themselves to be weak. And that was really, really hard for him to ask. And so I willingly gave him everything that's in my bank account.
Which was how much?
It was $567.
Right,
that took me a really, really long time.
To save up.
To save up, yeah. Do you know how many of those lipsticks I had to sell?
What lipsticks?
I was selling cosmetics for a brief time.
You were?
Yeah. But it ended up giving everyone a face rash, so I had to stop.
Like the one that's on your face currently?
Yeah. Similar. Anyway.
You're never going to get that money back.
What do you mean?
He's not going to open up his own restaurant, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take advice from you. Listen.
No, you can take or leave anything I have here to offer.
Okay.
Let me share with this listener, because first of all, it's fucking scary as hell to go after the things that you want and dream about. Isn't that true? Mm-hmm. So I want to say to this Fifi Will guy, you should fucking go for it.
Yeah.
But also cut yourself a break for having fear and not being sure about it, but just go.
Fear,
just get on the train
doesn't always
and
say.
try it out. If it doesn't work out, you don't have to stay there.
Yeah, you don't have to stay there.
But it will be hard. It will be hard at
Dimensions,
first.
Mary Beth.
You
don't.
can always get a job at Dimensions.
Nobody's gonna.
If it doesn't work out at Dimensions, we're more of a lifestyle.
But what I'd also like to say to your friend is sometimes you've got to make that choice yourself. So you could hear it 1,000 times for the people that love you, but until you choose it for yourself, there's nothing that can be done.
Great.
True. You know, I once followed a man.
Oh, please. This can't be a
We're going to
third
segue
murder.
right into
He moved
Spotlight
to
on,
Albuquerque,
okay?
New Mexico.
Uh-huh.
And so
Was he trying to get away from something or somebody?
I don't know. It was very quick. Very quick.
Like he left in the middle of the night?
Well, luckily, I was parked outside of his home. Okay. So I was able to see him pack up his car, head out on the road in the desert in the middle of the night. And I followed him.
I don't want to hear this.
It was a lonely road.
I can't even watch those Lifetime movies, listener. They're too scary for me. This is like the scariest shit that has ever happened to me.
I rammed his car off the road. He flipped and flipped and flipped. And I said, how do you like that? You'll never get away from me. My love has no... I did have a big family. I had a lot of aunts and uncles, a lot of brothers and sisters. And, yeah.
And nobody's living anymore?
No, not that I know of. If they are, I can't find them, you know?
And
But
neither can the authorities.
as far as I know, I'm the last one.
Okay.
The only remaining Walter.
Last of the Mohegans. Wow. So what got you out to California?
Oh, well, what got me out was I was dating a boy. And he came out here to go to school at USC. I guess he was going to the film program there. He asked me, yes, that's right. In my memory, he asked me to come with him. And
He did?
Mhm,
And
I
you came
remember.
out here.
I came out here and I did. And then he had a dorm room that was just for him and another roommate. And there wasn't enough room for me. So I had to make room for myself.
okay.
I had to make room for myself. So I became his roommate. I started wearing his roommate's. I don't know what happened to that roommate. I started going to the roommate's classes.
Got it. Got it. So there you are in California.
Uh-huh.
And
I noticed there were job fair booths.
everywhere
school.
at the school. Okay, is that
Yes.
when you got hooked up with Dimensions?
Yes, that's exactly when I got hooked up with Dimensions. I saw a booth for Dimensions Incorporated, and there was a woman named Mary Beth Walter running the booth.
Oh,
And I said, this looks interesting. Oh, you get out with the people and talk to people.
so was it a shock to you that you saw somebody with you met someone with your exact name?
Oh, yeah, it was a shock. Huh, isn't that funny how we have the exact same name? I never really thought about it that way.
Listen, I'm so scared right now. Please help me.
So
I'm so sorry I said all that shitty stuff to you. I'm so scared.
said,
Please help me
this
out of
looks
this interview."
interesting. She handed me
I don't wanna
a
hear any
stress
more of
ball.
this.
And I thought, oh, this is neat. I could give stress balls to people. Cats like stress balls.
Please, listen, please.
I said, let me read this form.
begging you.
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Dimensions
You had
is
enough?
I'll break up with Brody.
more
please,
of
just
a
please, get me out of
family.
this.
You do
company
whatever you want.
at
Follow your heart.
Dimensions.
No.
We
I'm
have
sorry
so
I said
many
that.
divisions.
But do you see what
There's
could
a
happen?
mortgage division.
I don't
This
want
is
to
what
hear
happens if you
It's-
choose a man over.
Furniture
I won't do it. I
division.
won't do it.
There's a
I mean, I think
contagious diseases
probably
division.
she was already
You don't want to break the
a
rules,
little off her
or
kilter.
else you go in the mincer. Yes,
Sister, please.
I could do this.
Ow,
This
she's
would
hurting
be
my arm.
Good for me.
She's twisting my arm hair. Listen,
yes,
please.
Listen to me. Listen.
Oh God, she's using my arm as a stress ball. I feel like it's. Sister, please help me. Ow!
stop right there.
What?
Hey,
Huh?
look into my eyes. What's your real name, crazy who?
My real name?
Yeah, what's your real name?
My real name, Mary Beth Walters.
No, it isn't. Dig deeper. Open up the mask. What's underneath?
Oh my God, she's really wearing a mask.
Oh my God, I haven't been myself for so long. My name
She's a man.
is Christopher.
Oh my God.
Christopher what?
Christopher Walker. Christopher Walker.
Looks like Sam is dimming the lights. That means the library's about to close.
Oh, yes, the
Uh-oh.
library's closing.
Okay, Sam, we'll get our stuff together.
Gotta get out of
We are so
here.
sorry, Chris, that we have to cut this short.
You deserve better.
Well,
Christopher,
thank
here.
you so much
One of the
for
things
coming.
we like to do during our podcast is bind our wrists together. If you don't mind leaning your wrist over here, I'll just take this electrical cord and
Sure,
Wrap
and
it
we like
around
to wrap it around,
your
and
wrist.
Sam has to call the police
Oh, that's
to
fun.
get
Yeah,
us to
that
lock
sounds
up the
fun.
library. Is that
Right.
right, Sam?
That sounds fun.
Beep, boop, beep. 911.
Okay,
being dialed.
911 calling. Okay. All right, Chris. Well, we're just going to leave you here in this dark library. We'll be outside waiting for the police
Yeah,
to
just
lock
gonna
up.
leave you some late 90s R&B to just chill out to.
I love it. Nice. Thank you.
Great.
My
Welcome.
pleasure.
Everybody,
We're gonna
we
give
got to get out of here right now.
Dimensions
So,
a call.
Yep, we're going to give Dimensions a call. And thanks so much for tuning in. We'll hopefully be here next week
We
with
will.
another Womp It Up.
See ya.
Hi there, this is Paul F. Tompkins, the host of Spontaneous Nation, a comedy podcast where some comedy pals and I improvise a brand new story every single week. And for February, we are celebrating Black History Month with African-American guests and improvisers all month long. You will hear some of our old favorites and some of our new friends. We'll have people like Nathan Lee Graham, one of the most beloved Spontaneous Nation guests, and LeVar Burton, who has never done the show before, and we were thrilled to have him. Plus, a lot of your favorite improvisers like Tawny Newsome and Carl Tart, and some new folks that are new members of the Spontaneous Nation family. So, listen to Spontaneous Nation on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Premium, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Black History Month. Get into it!
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.
Hey everybody, it's Paul Scheer.
And I'm Amy Nicholson.
And we have a brand new podcast called Unspooled, where we are watching the 100 greatest films of all time.
Voted on by the AFI. We're going to be starting at number 1, Citizen Kane, jumping to number 100 with Ben-Hur, and doing films that we've never even watched before.
And we'll be talking to experts, whether it's a cinematographer or a stuntman. We're going to get behind these movies and figure out what makes them so great. So if you like the way this sounds, why don't you subscribe right now to Unspooled, wherever you listen to your podcast.